We'll see what happens. It's normal for us. We already knew we were going to be underdogs. Our last game, our last college game, last championship game, that we're underdogs. This is normal for us. This is no biggie for us. We're used to it.
Like it's Alabama. They've been champions 3 times.
Everybody loves Alabama. They love the brand. They love OU's brand too. But until the football is snapped, it means nothing. It means nothing.
But does it take to stop a guy like Calvin?
I was kind of speaking of this yesterday, what a lot of people don't really take into account when he starts.
I don't stroke nobody's ego. I go out there and handle my business.
These guys are
I feel like I'm the best businessman in the country, and I go out there and do it. So this is
on a daily basis. So when we get to the game, other teams have great players.
We face great players. They got great players. We face good players all year.
You said that people love the other team's brand. Is this your time to make Clemson the brand that people love?
This is what it's about. It's about winning and getting his brand up. You know what I mean? So this is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Alabama loves that wide receiver screen. They use a lot of it offense. Mine is almost a run play. What are you reading there, and how do you do that?
That's just the answer.
No, I just don't think that way. In my mind,
You see some stuff happening when he goes to. That's everybody's got to know. When you go to college, you got to find out, okay, what's your focus and what you're trying to get you to do. You know what I mean? What's your mind? So everybody got there. Just like education is always saying that you can bring it into football. You can bring it into real life. Everybody got their formula. That's one of his formulas. Since you brought it up, that's probably one of his formulas.
How do you defend that play?
Defense, you got to just understand what's going on in the game, what they're trying to do. What he likes, the tendencies, that stuff matters.
How hard is it to, knowing that there's probably a wide receiver coming to cut you a little bit? Sometimes you may not even see it coming.
It's
pretty good.
Mac, obviously we heard all about Oklahoma and those wide receivers before the Orange Bowl. How do you feel like you guys did? I know you've had this question 1,000 times today.
We played great against them. We held them enough to where they didn't have enough big plays to do anything to hurt us, so that's all.
Calvin Ridley, what kind of challenge does he present for you?
I don't really know how to answer that. This week 15. I've been doing this for 15 weeks, so he is what he is, and he's a good player, and we're just going to go out there and do what we do. We got a great secondary.
Everybody said Will Fuller's going to show out against Mackensie Alexander. Everybody said this guy's going to do it. Every week you shut somebody down. Talk about that.
I just go out there and do my job. I'm blessed, gifted, I'm a God-fearing man. I'm just gifted. I'm thankful. I take my job seriously. It allows me to go out there and do that.
Do you think that people realize that back there in the secondary is 4 guys that'll be in the NFL at least within the next 2 years?
I don't think people realize that, but they will. They will pretty soon, I guess. So they will. We got great players, man. We got a great secondary. We're very multiple, very flexible. We can move around. We can adjust to anything. And we just do what we do out there.
What's it been like playing with Drea and Tootie and J-Ron and those guys?
Coach Dre had a great year. He's having a great year. He's doing his thing. He's out there competing. It's all about throwing work to each other. They don't come to me. They go to Coach Dre, and I say, Coach Dre, push me some work over here. Give me a PBU or something. Make him force him over here. You know what I mean? That's what it's about, helping each other compete. So that's what it's about. And then, the 2 safeties, Green and J-Ron, they're very long, instinctive. They make a lot of plays for us. They allow us to move around. And when you got 2 great corners, it allows the whole defense to make adjustments, do stuff that other defense are not able to do. You know what I mean? So then you got Adrian Baker, Ryan Carter also that's been helping us, Mark Fields. And we got a great secondary. We're very skilled. We do a lot. We can do a lot.
We talked last week that part of what makes you tick is Immokalee, Florida. How much of Immokalee is going to be on your mind when that game starts?
It's going to be a lot. I know a lot of people will be watching. I just got to do my best to prepare myself and get ready for that game. It's going to be a lot of people watching. My mom will be watching, my dad will be watching, people there. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun,
When you came to Clemson, did you always expect to be here?
Oh, yeah. I told myself, if you guys remember, on signing day, I said we're going to win a national championship. I really believed it. It's not the whole formula is you got to have a couple players to do it. You got to have a formula, a couple players, who's hard-nosed and ready and really want to win. You know what I mean? Like I said, I love football. On Sunday, I said that we would be here and we would win it all. So we're here, and it's time to win it all.
How good does it feel that some of you were so confident would happen, and now it's actually happening?
And I did talk about the SEC on Sunday too. You know what I mean? So I said, hey, forget the SEC. It's the ACC time. So, yeah, I'm a firm believer in it, and we're here today. So that's the blessing.
What made you decide that when you did commit on signing day that Clemson was the best place for you?
Because they were going to give me the opportunity to come out here and compete and win. And I knew that Clemson didn't have a talented guy in their secondary roster like they got me. I knew that I would be able to move around and do what I'm supposed to do. Because I just knew I was going to come here and be the guy. They didn't have it. They needed it. It was a need and a want, and they needed both. They needed both of that. And Coach Sweeney talked to me before signing day. Coach V talked to me. Coach Elliott talked to me. I knew I was going to come here and be the man, and that was my biggest thing. Come here and be the man and earn your stripes.
Sitting that first year, how much did that help, or do you look back and say, man, I wish I could play?
Oh no, it didn't. It didn't bother me as much, but it frustrated, my head coach, Brett Venables, because they knew how good I was. You know what I mean? They knew I could play. They just had a guy that they couldn't play, because of his injury. I just couldn't physically go out there and play. But they knew, and they wished they wanted me out there really bad, but it just couldn't happen. But I was really relaxed. I knew I was gonna come out here and do what I do.
What's your message to Clemson fans? What can they expect about midnight Monday night?
And a big W. That's what it's about, getting a W.
I know it's your final game in high school. You had a tough loss in the state championship. Does that give you any added motivation for this game?
Oh yeah, I think I've always been on good teams, so I'm on another great team again. It's about finishing this one out. So